to play a game.
We found a truck. It made a nice bridge. We'd almost reached the professor's mansion.
How's it going, guys? Slipper Jim here. Welcome back to my insane difficulty walkthrough here on the Gears of War Judgment campaign, showing you how to get all 3 declassified stars along the way, and this is the Windward Way section of the campaign.
Somehow, some of the locusts had gotten behind us. We wouldn't last long in the middle.
So the declassified challenge on this one is basically the locusts get a bit tactical and they will spawn behind you and try and sandwich you in the middle. So yeah, I guess it adds different dimension to this part of the campaign. It doesn't really make it that much more challenging, but it does mean you can't just hang back in one spot right near the start and pick them off from a distance like I guess you can do in some other sections of the campaign.
This professor's mansion, it's fighting back?
His home security system. There's no way we'll get past it.
So we came all this way for nothing.
There's another entrance not too far from here. Friends and family entrance, you might say.
So, you must know this professor pretty well.
Well enough. It's this way.
So yeah, the declassified challenge for this one is the locusts get a little bit strategic, and that means they will spawn behind you as well as in front of you from time to time and try and sandwich you in the middle. So you can't just sit at the back of the map and try and pick them off from a distance. You will have to kind of keep moving in this part of the campaign and keep looking out for them coming from behind.
Mortars! The grubs are gonna flatten that house if we don't stop them.
Now at this point there is a very convenient mortar that we can jack off this dude here, and then we're going to get a few wretches and some flame grenadiers coming at us as well, but nothing that you can't deal with your lancer and your chainsaw bayonet. Now with this mortar that you can carry with you, it doesn't have too much ammo in it, but it's probably got just enough for you to deal with some blood mounts that we'll run into when we get to the end of the road here. So first off though, we've got to take down these barriers to get through to the next section. Now as we move up about halfway, we're going to get some wretches spawning in behind us as well, as per the declassified mission challenge, but there's also going to be some more flame grenadiers up ahead as well. So we'll just take these guys out first, and then we'll head back and get the mortar to take up the road with us. There's some frag grenades here, and there's an ammo box as well, as you can see. And as we move up, about halfway along on the right, there is a long shot too, if you prefer using that. Okay, so about now we're going to be getting some locusts coming from behind us here. But in this case, there's no locusts in front of us, so it's not really that dangerous. Especially with these guys, it's just another great opportunity to get some execution kills towards your 3-star rating. And there we go, we get the lumberjack ribbon. Okay, so as we push up here, what we're going to get is some locusts spawning behind the wall, and then they'll break through, and basically there will be 2 blood mounts there. So I'm just going to back up a tiny little bit and prep the mortar. As soon as they come through, I'm going to try and take them out while they're bunched up close together. We kind of fail a little bit on the first shot, but the second shot, we do take out one of them and do a fair bit of damage to the other locust and the second blood mount there. So it's dealt with pretty comfortably. Now the Onyx box is on the left hand side as you move up here. You'll see that in a moment if you need to use that. But instead of heading through this gap in the wall, what I tend to do is basically stay this side of the wall, and you will get I believe 4 more blood mounts that spawn, and also a guy with a mortar on top of that building there. And so you have to be very careful to keep your distance from all that. and just let your AI teammates charge on ahead and occupy the Locust forces and draw their fire away from you while you pick them off from a distance. And hopefully you'll be able to get through it relatively easily by doing it this way. So just be mindful of those mortar rounds as well, and just keep an eye on where they are heading when they get fired off, because if you get hit by a mortar in this, you are pretty much instantly dead. So yeah, the blood mounds are going to town pretty much on your teammates, and you'll get more of them coming as well. But we're just using the Lancer here, trying to get the active reloads going on it and stuff like that. And we might have to deal with one or two that that do come your way, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now, if you do choose to head through this section and there's still a guy up there with the mortar, just make sure that you go into those shipping containers to take cover. There's one on either side. Okay, so just the one blood mount left. We take him out with the grenade. Now we're going to move through. There's only maybe one or two locusts left in this section, so we're going to try and take out the guy with the mortar before we head into the zone here. And there's a bunch of ammo and grenades and stuff like that you can pick up if you need to as well in this area. And once again we get some wretches that spawn from behind us here, but strangely almost every time it happens there's no enemy in front to make it a problem. And I completely missed a cog tag back there as well, guys, when I came out of that shipping container. Anyway, maybe I'll go back for that another time, but there is one final blood mount that will attack here in a moment, and then this section here on Windward Way will be completed. We have all 3 stars already. I've got a ton of grenades for whatever reason, so I'm actually going to head up to where that mortar emplacement was before, and we'll just rain death down from above here to finish the section. Coming up next, guys, is the Rizia Estate part of the Seahorse Hills section of the campaign. Please remember to rate and comment if you haven't already. Hope you're enjoying this, but for now, it is Slippery Jim out. Thanks for watching.